We gon' talk about it. Danni Gyrl. Pull up, sit down, yeah. Kick your shoes off, lean back, tell truth. We've all got scars, we've all been bruised. Feels too high, y'all feel small. Heart been broke, you still stand tall. Hey. From the crib to the car, you've been carrying weight. You ain't crazy, you're tired. You're allowed to be late. The space here, yeah, is made for that. Real life, real love, real ugly facts. Couch conversation, nothing's off limits. Say what you're scared to say. We gon' live it. Real people, real pain, and real elevation. On the couch with Danni Gyrl, we talk transformation. On the couch with Danni Gyrl, we talk transformation. Yeah. Talk faith, talk fear, talk wins, talk shame. Talk I left, talk I stayed, talk I heal slow, talk I still bleed, talk I forget them, talk what about me? We laugh in the mess, we cried and we clapped. You still here, that's the victory lap. From the hurt to the hope, we connect those dots. You're not what you did, you more than your loss. Couch conversation, nothing's off limits. Say what you're scared to say. We gon' live it. Real people, real pain, and real elevation. On the couch with Danni Gyrl, we talk transformation. On the couch with Danni Gyrl, we talk transformation. If you feel alone, you can pull up too. Your story got power, let it come through. What you survive might save somebody else. Speak that truth, heal your own scars. Conversation, nothing's off limits. Say what you're scared to say. We gon' live it. Real people, real pain, and real elevation. On the couch with Danni Gyrl, we talk transformation. On the couch with Danni Gyrl, we talk transformation.
Welcome back to Couch Conversations, everybody. I am your favorite talk show host, the one and only Danni Gyrl. I'm excited about the show we are doing tonight. This is a show I've been wanting to do for a couple seasons. So the fact that we're actually getting it done tonight, I'm very, very excited about it. I hope y'all can hear me out there. I caught myself doing an audio visual check before the show got started, so I hope y'all can hear me. We have two special guests on tonight that I am thankful for being a part of the show tonight. We're going to get to the nitty gritty of the situation. Okay. Trying to change the flasher at the bottom. That was from the other night. Okay, y'all already know we playing Cash App games. So make sure to share the live and comment your Cash App tag somebody for an extra chance to win, and we will announce the winner at the end of the show. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in. Thank you to all my viewers that tune in on YouTube. If you are not watching on YouTube, make sure you go over to youtube.com/@therealdanigirl and subscribe. Make sure to turn on your notifications. And we're going to be doing some dope stuff over on YouTube. We got a couple things that we're going to be doing over on YouTube for my YouTube viewers. I appreciate all the subscribers over there. Y'all run up them subscribes on the subscriptions on YouTube. We're almost at 500. So y'all make sure y'all run that up for me real fast. I don't want to have my guests on too long. So let me get to all my little spiel that I go through every week. Y'all know we got the block party coming up. I'm excited about the block party. If you do not know about the party, it is June 13th. Let me put that up for y'all. There we go, right there. The 5th annual DMEG Block Party hosted by the one and only Black Thompson. This year we will be having a small award show, and we will be honoring the legacy of the one and only Uncle Chuck. We will be honoring choreographer to the stars, the legendary dancer choreographer Swoop White Bear, the founder of an innovator, because Dragtiquity is a very innovative show, the founder and innovator of Dragtiquity, Miss Desiree Demure, and the owner of JE3 Management, Mr. Darrell Madison. We will have an on-site bar. We will have vendors, live band. We have live performances all day. We have a gospel hour this year once again, so that's going to be very good. We have a fashion show curated by the Miss Gigi Johnson. If you came last year, she did a really good job with her first fashion show. This year, she did Above and Beyond. So if you saw the fashion show last year, this year, when I say she did Above and Beyond, like I helped her a little bit, but I just really wanted to help her with her vision. And she's doing a really good job. She got something special for y'all this year at the fashion show. It starts at 2:00. It is over at 10, and we literally go from 2 to 10, y'all. Sometimes people be showing up early, trying to get their tables and stuff. Like people be showing up 30 minutes, an hour early. That's cool. I don't mind. Sometimes you have to wait for us to finish setting up during that time. But it is over at 10, and if you know, it is never over at 10. Okay. We will have a jumper this year. We will have media outlets this year, and entry, as always, is free. And VIP tables are on sale until Saturday. After Saturday, you will not be able to get a VIP table. I only have 3 left. So if you want one, now is your chance to get it. We have 10 VIP tickets left. So if you want a VIP ticket, now is your chance to get it. You will not be able to get a VIP ticket after June 1st. If you want to add for the souvenir book, you have until Sunday to get it. All souvenir half full page ads right now are $50. So it's 50% off all the ads. The $35 ads are half off. The business card ads, everything is half off. If you want to give a shout out, you could get 3 lines for $2.50. Okay. So make sure you tap in. Also, pre-orders for all the block party souvenir stuff is already going on. The shirts are $25 for every size up to 3X. Anything bigger than the 3X is $30. If you would like to see the design on the shirt, look on the flyer. It is absolutely on the flyer. Also, the cups, the pre-orders for the cups are $10. And the souvenir books are $25. I'll be doing a special on the souvenir books before the block party. I'll be letting them go for $20. So if you want to pre-order a souvenir book before the block party, I suggest you do that. At the block party, they are going to be $25. I'm not sure how much, but the pre-orders are $25. The books are color. They have so far 35 pages, I believe. They're very nice. They are definitely worth the money if you are trying to remember this event. If you want to be, it has a program, an event program in there. It has everything about the artists, everything you need to know about the block party, who participated, who contributed, who bought ads, the businesses, everything is in there. So it is really, really nice. I put a lot of time into it for a few months, and Saturday is your absolute last day to get a souvenir book. Let me tap in because I ain't even got my comments up. Oh. And you know what? I just want to thank y'all, everybody that is participating. I appreciate you so much. It's been a hard road putting all this together, but y'all have absolutely came through for me in any way that I've asked. So I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody watching. Hey, Christina. Hey, DeAndre. I appreciate you, DeAndre. You really been supporting, and thank you for staying up late because you on the other side of the country and you've been staying up late to watch Couch Conversations. I know you got work in the morning. And before I get on with the show, which I'm about to do, I gotta light my candle, y'all. So tonight's candle is gonna be the warm apple pie. Y'all know I burn my so blessed candles. Let me put that up for y'all while I'm lighting my candle. My so blessed. Shout out to Apostle Shaquan Huggins, the owner of So Blessed. He keeps my office smelling so beautiful. Yesterday I was burning the Jamaican Caribbean, and it smells so beautiful in here. And please make sure you go out and support. The number is on the bottom of the flyer. And shout out to him. Let me make sure he's watching. Let me send him a little note. Make sure he's watching. Okay, so we're gonna get into tonight's subject. This subject was inspired by Mr. Gabe Paget. Paget. I don't want to mess his name up. I believe it's Paget. Let me pull this up really quick. What inspired tonight's conversation? Okay. So, tonight's conversation, we're going to be talking with musicians, and these musicians are musicians that play at church. I was very specific about the church musicians because I have questions for them. And it's very hard to get church musicians on. We had Antoine on. Shout out to Antoine Garcia, who used to be a church musician. He was on last season, and we got to ask him a couple questions. But we get into the nitty gritty tonight. So I want to introduce my two guests for tonight. My nephew, who I love ever so dearly, who is a drummer, and my new friend, who I love ever so dearly, Miss Unique, who is a drummer. So y'all welcome to the show, Tarell and Unique. Let me get y'all on screen real quick.
What's going on? Hey,
How
Auntie.
y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Okay, so tonight's subject is inspired by, do y'all know Gabe?
Yeah.
The
Gay
keyboard player
PG, the
Gabe?
musician, the keyboard player. He's a dope. He's an amazing keyboard player and music director. So to be honest, I kind of love that he even wanted to throw that out there. So I'm like, yeah, tonight's conversation definitely will go great.
Okay, so the topic that he started was, and this was a post he put up on Facebook on May the 12th. I dated it and everything. Can you hear me, Unique?
She can hear you. I
Okay.
don't think she said we can't hear her.
No. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure I didn't mute her because, yeah. Um, I don't think you turned your audio on, Unique. Okay, so we're going to get Unique on. We got to get her audio together because this conversation needs to be heard.
Absolutely.
And just know, this conversation is going to go beyond what he posted, but this is where it starts for me. Are you with us, Unique?
Ah, I
She
think
might
she
have
got to
to, I don't know if she can hear me.
re
She might have to log out and log back
and log
on
back
and
in.
allow the video. Yeah,
Yeah, because it does that every now and then.
or the audio. Okay. So I really want her to hear what the topic is. But I want y'all to come out to the block party. In the meantime, we're gonna keep talking about the block party until it comes around. We got 3 tables left, y'all. 3 VIP tables. They are starting at $65. If y'all catch me on a good one, you could just get it for $65. I'm just telling y'all, you know. So yeah, I got these
Right.
3 VIP tables left. I really want them to go. We want to have a completely sold out event. The vendors are sold out, y'all. All the performance slots are booked. Everything is pretty much sold out except for the 10 tickets that we have left and the 3 tables. So if y'all don't get them, it's okay. I'm going to still be happy with the turnout because it's still going to be crowded in the VIP section.
Absolutely.
Thank you to all the special guests that are coming out. Shout out to Jelly Roll. Shout out to the E Walker. Shout out to Desiree Demure, Darrell Madison. Shout out to Travion Howes and Candy, who will be coming on behalf of Uncle Chuck. Shout out to the legendary Swoop White Bear. If y'all don't know who Swoop White Bear is, I want y'all to Google him, please. He is the legendary dancer that started off with MC Hammer. So he's been in the game a long time. He started off with MC Hammer, and then he moved to choreography. He has choreographed for Aaliyah, Whitney Houston, the Backstreet Boys, Save the Last Dance, You Got Served. The list goes on and on and on. It is a pleasure to have him in our presence. He is taking time off to be with us. He is currently filming a reality show, I believe. So he got a lot going on. But y'all look up Swoop and find out who Swoop is. And it is an honor to have him being with us at the block party. We have a few celebrity special guests that I have not announced that have confirmed that they will be there. So y'all make sure y'all be at the block party. Shout out to CNTV and All About Support for covering media for the block party. So shout out to y'all. Unique, we gonna try to see. I don't know if we're gonna be able. I don't see your volume button. I think we have any volume on you. You might have to log out and log back in and let your audio be accepted in the system. I think somewhere your audio wasn't turned on. Okay.
We got you. We here.
Yeah, we here. And y'all, if y'all watch Couch Conversations, y'all know I will go over time constantly. Like
It's look. I ain't got nothing to do. We good.
My promo stuff. Shout out to Apostle Shaquan and for the candles. So blessed. Y'all know I got my J Charms bracelet up here. I don't have it on today because sometimes it starts slapping the microphone. Shout out to Miss Greta Knox for my ring. Y'all see the ring. If y'all in LA, y'all know Greta. Queen of Bling. Okay. Got this from Miss Greta. Y'all know I be trying to put the show. So if you want me to shout you out, if you want me to, put your product up here on the shelf or anything, y'all let me know. I am supportive of everybody and their cause.
Absolutely.
Oh, shout out to Cakey's Treats for my cup. This is my cup, and it says, "The Lord is my strength and my song." I appreciate this, and this is who will be doing our custom cups for Block Party. She will be doing DMEG Block Party cups. So shout out to Cakey's Treats. If you pre-order your cup, you get a free drink. And it's not punch. I'm just saying it's a drink. You get a free drink. Let me specify that. Not a drink. If you buy a cup, if you pre-order a cup, you get a free drink with an A, not a drink. She do the drink. Okay? So I'm just letting y'all know that. Also, while we waiting for Unique to log back in, if anybody out there would like to volunteer to assist me at the block party, I need 2 to 3 volunteers for the block party. It comes with a few perks. If you would like to know what the perks are, you can directly or you can text my phone number that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I need some help, y'all. My assistant is not going to make it, and I need some help. My sister-in-law is not going to make it, so I need 2 people. I'm 2 people down, y'all. So if y'all want to come to the event, have access to the VIP, get you some free food and some free drink, and a nice DMEG souvenir shirt. Y'all come on. I need a couple helpers. Please tap in with me. I might have some other stuff for y'all too. All right.
Absolutely. Please do. Tap in with her. For real. She's the real deal. Auntie got
I
it
don't know
going
what happened
on.
to Unique. Where you at, Unique? Oh, let me look at my comments. I ain't even keeping up with the comments. I'm just talking. Thank you to everybody viewing and being patient. I appreciate y'all so much. I genuinely love my audience. And if you're new to Couch Conversations, just know this is where the shenanigans started, okay? It's always been shenanigans on this show. Um, it's always been shenanigans on this show. I just want y'all to know that. Miss Akila Bailey. Shout out to Akila. I am like so proud of you, girl. If y'all don't know, Akila stay coming down my timeline. She is like the chair fitness queen. She is a product of her own program. I am like so impressed. I see a lot of people work out, but you hardly ever see people that are a product of their program. And y'all follow Akila. Let me see. Akila at Bodywork on TikTok. She is queen of chair fitness. I'm telling y'all, she's on a couple apps, like everything. Hey Madeline, shout out to Madeline. Thank you, Madeline. I got you. I'm gonna call you later because I need you to bring me my thing. I don't want to say what it is, but I need you to bring me my thing to the block party. That's for me though.
Auntie, that's
Thank you,
good. That's good
Madeline.
to know.
I got you, Madeline. I appreciate you. Hey, Vernon. Yeah, shout out to everybody watching. Let me see. Christina. Who else watching? Gigi. I appreciate all the people watching on YouTube. I love y'all. Thank y'all. We got the audience popping tonight. Okay, I don't know what happened to Unique. We're gonna try to get Unique back on the show, but we're gonna get into the conversation. Okay, how about that? So, the topic for tonight was inspired, like I said, by Gabe. And Gabe put up a post, and I made sure to screenshot the date. It was May 12th. What percentage of church musicians are actually concerned about their walk with God and not just their walk to the bank after church?
Oh, okay.
So, this was inspired by Gabe, and that post made me want to ask a lot of questions. The reason being is because we have not only that um, side of what's going on with church musicians, but I wanted to know about treatment in these situations because a lot of musicians are trying to get a walk with God and not just use the church for an account or a gig. And then you have the preachers that are disrespectful. So I wanted to tackle this from a few different ways because if you know about couch conversations, nothing off limits here. And I tackle all the
Oh,
conversations that nobody wants to talk about. So
right.
I'm going to put this on the table one more time for those of you that missed it. What percentage of church musicians are actually concerned about their walk with God and not just their walk to the bank after church? Did y'all get that? Everybody got that? Okay. Now, I wanted to start with this question. Are you currently playing at a church on Sunday?
Absolutely. I'm currently
Okay.
playing that one.
Now, with that being said, are you there because you like the teachings of the church or because you need a Sunday gig? Or is it a little
I'm
bit of both? Because it both can be true at the same time.
true. It can be, but I'm gonna be like 1,000% honest with you. I'm actually there because of the teaching, the way my apostle is really putting things aside and actually having you to think and actually read your Bible and go back to Scripture and actually convicting and having a consecrated life to things is why I'm there. I've been to other churches where, in all honesty, their teaching was it's all right, but it ain't sticking to what life is really talking about. Versus where I'm at now, it's actually telling true life stories, what we're really doing, what we're feeling, how we feeling, how things in the Bible were interpreted in a wrong way, and what convicts us about what just happened and what's going on in real life. So to me,
Okay.
most of that, yeah,
Okay. So it's not just the gig for you. Okay.
it's not a gig
Now,
for me at all.
now I'm sure you have had a church in the past that was just a gig.
I can admit to that, yes.
Okay. The reason I asked both of those questions is because I want to know, in the times that you were there for the teachings and because it was just a gig, um, do you feel that your treatment was fair? Were the Was the person that you were working under, the leader that you were working under, respectful to the musicians?
Um, in the aspect of me just being, and I'll say, me being an employee there,
Mm-hmm.
and all honesty, the treatment, it, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to even say could be a little bit better. It actually was standard to me. It
Okay.
was standard. Um, he wasn't harsh on the musicians, but he was like, "Hey, man, look, y'all need to get it together. Like some Sundays, y'all not even on point. Some Sundays, like y'all need to really, really like tap in. We don't know what's going on with y'all. Like get it together. I don't care if y'all got to have a church meeting after this and talk about what happened. I don't care. On Sundays, y'all need to practice a little bit more, but get it on point. I'm not gonna lie to me. When he said that to me, my mind, because it was employment and it was a gig, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like I'm just here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just here to help out, and I'm just here for the check. I'm about to leave. Some Sundays
Okay.
I'm just like, you know what? Some Sundays I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes some days I'm like, you know what? You're right. It is me. Let me get myself together. Let me talk to the band. Get it right. But most of the time, the treatment, he's never had to get out of line like ever. It was always a hey, I just need y'all to do better. It was more of encouraging than a bashful preacher.
Okay. So do you think in a situation like that, um, that if something were to change with the leader, that you would have been a little more interested in the teachings? Or
Yes.
did you go there strictly for employment?
In all honesty, if something would have changed just a little bit more, just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit more, I literally would have still been there. It wouldn't be an employment. It would have been that I was under the leadership. Everything would have been great. I would have literally still been with the leadership.
Okay. Now, I pose these questions like that because sometimes I be wanting to know from the musicians,
Go ahead.
if you're somewhere because, okay, like I know people get called in for gigs and you go there with the
Absolutely.
purpose of it being a gig.
Right.
So sometimes I wonder, does that ever change to like, I came here for the gig, but I'm staying here for the teachings?
Mm.
Have you ever had that happen?
Absolutely. I'm not gonna even lie. Yes, I've had that happen. Um, not trying to put nobody out there, but I guess I'll say it like this. Uh, where it's not where I'm currently at, it's actually where I was at before. Um, I was given an opportunity to come be a help. Got a call. Hey, could you just come fill in just a couple Sundays? Okay, I got you. It went from can I come fill into a couple Sundays to hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. The drummer finna leave. Do you want a full time position here? Yeah. Further on, so more goes. Don't get me wrong. I was still teaching this like this. I was still treating this like this was just employment. But then his words started to literally manifest in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and literally like situations start happening. Things that he was just talking about, just on top. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm here, and I'm like, I'm only supposed to be here to treat this like this is an employment. But when he starts speaking, and he starts speaking into my life and starts speaking in ways, it made me say, okay, as much as I want to treat this as a gig, I'm here because your teaching is on point. And so
Mm-hmm.
since your teaching is on point, I'll stay because don't get me wrong, there's other things that could have been really tightened up, but it wouldn't be on the leadership end. It would be on other ends. But as for his teaching, it was spot on. Like he did not miss at all. He talked about it. He did not try to interpretate half of what the Bible said. No, he was spot on to what it was. And that made me change from okay, this is employment to no, I need to be here every Sunday. I need to hear your teaching. I need to hear how you talk. And it made me say, yeah, I can't treat this when it comes to this particular place as a gig. I got to treat this as, look, I'm here. This is actually a church I need to be at every Sunday.
Okay, so on the end that I'm at, just I'm a musician mama. So
Come on, Auntie.
there have
Yeah,
been
look,
points
come on.
there
I
have been points in
understand.
time when just on a different perspective, there have been points in times like when I have went places with Andrew or to visit with Andrew, and I tried to get Andrew on the show tonight because on this perspective I love to hear him talk. He's not a man of few words, I mean many words, he's a man of few words, but I love to hear him on this perspective. I just couldn't get him tonight. But
Absolutely.
one thing that I have always loved about Andrew playing for churches was he always wanted to be at a church where he was being spiritually fed. Um, I'll never forget, it was like first graduated from high school. We were living in San Bernardino, and he was driving to LA every Sunday for this church. And I was telling him, like, your check is getting eaten up in gas and food and all the stuff that he was doing on Sundays. He would come home with just like some change in his pocket, basically. And I was telling him, like, Andrew, you going all the way to LA from San Bernardino, like the gas is eating you up. You need to get a gig out here. He got a gig that was close to us, and it was paying him more money. And because it was so close, he wasn't really spending no money on gas or anything like that. But he ended up quitting and going back to LA because he didn't like the teachings there. And he has always been like this. I always know wherever Andrew's going to church at, the pastor is really feeding the flock. He's not gonna too much nowhere just because it's a paycheck. He has to be getting something out of it. Something. He got to be getting
Okay.
something out of it for him to be there. Um, Shout out to all the churches that he didn't play for. Um, One of my favorite churches he played for, I actually had joined this church and was attending for a couple years. When I first moved to Vegas, I was coming back, still going there. Antioch on Central and 80 something. It's right off of Central in Manchester. Pastor Gerald Burgess. I was there with them for
Yeah.
a while. I loved the dynamic of their church. I was being fed there. I really only stopped going there because I moved to Vegas. And when I did come back, I was still trying to go, but it just started a lot. Um, but uh, Andrew goes place. Um, but on this past Sunday, I was with Andrew, and this was my first time going to Emmanuel on 33rd and Compton. Bishop Ulysses Henderson. I will be back. I so much enjoyed the service. I enjoyed the word. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I will be back. I will be back. And y'all know, she says it keeps kicking her out. I'm not sure why. Let me see what's going on over here. Y'all know that when I go to church, I kind of like to or I was gonna say, y'all know if you've been watching the show, I haven't been going to church. Y'all know how I feel about the black church experience. I'm very open about how I feel about the black church experience. And I'm not saying nothing is wrong with the black church. Let me stop, pause, hold on. There's nothing wrong with the black church. You just have to find the right church. I always say social media has tainted the view of the church. They have made a mockery of the church on social media, but there are still some good churches out here with good leadership that are feeding their flock. It's still some good word going on. Let me tell y'all, Apostle Shaquan Huggins, who was watching the show, I can't tell you where he based at. I met Apostle Huggins through my mother. My mother has a prayer line she started in 2020, and she's been working with it ever since. We about 6 years in. Apostle Huggins was one of my favorite people on the prayer line. If y'all have watched this show, y'all know I'm funny about people praying. I have spoken very highly of Dr. Carl McCorkle. Apostle Huggins is one of the people that I love to hear pray too. I love when people can pray a prayer and give you a word and do it all wrapped up in a few minutes. I love that. If you can get a word and a prayer wrapped up in a few minutes, and I feel like I done been to church at 5 minutes with you, I love that feeling. So on the outside, just being a musician's mother, going from church to church and gig to gig, you kind of get to experience all these different churches and church vibes and the leadership. Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna be honest, and y'all watch Couch Conversations, you know, honest as hell on show. Some of y'all don't need to be pastors. Some of y'all don't need to be pastors. Y'all attitudes are funky. Y'all don't know how to talk to people. Y'all don't know what leadership is. Y'all are running y'all churches like a dictatorship. Some of y'all don't need to be pastors. I'm sorry. And some of y'all pastors need to check your staff, because when y'all not around, some of y'all staff be funky with attitudes and nasty. Let me tell y'all, and I spoke about this church before and I didn't say the name, but enough time has passed and I'm going to air this out tonight. Okay. I took Andrew to I believe the name of the church is Testimonial. I see it. And he went there for a rehearsal. And if you know me and Andrew's relationship, first of all, I'm his manager. So I go a lot of places with Andrew kind of unexpectedly. I pop into rehearsals and gigs and things like that. I'm also his mama. So yeah, I do that. And at this particular rehearsal, I went in and they had already started the rehearsal and I sat down on the pew and this lady came up to me with the nastiest attitude asking me why was I there and all of this. And I'm like, oh, I'm at the rehearsal, I'm the bass player's mom, I'm here with him. And she was like, well, this is a closed rehearsal and you need to get out. And come to find out, she was the minister of music. And I'm going to tell y'all, I have never been back to that church and will not go back as long as she's there. I'm telling y'all, you got one time to rub me wrong in church and you don't have to see me again. I already have a problem with going to church. And see, this is why I have to tell people, you have to be careful of how you approach people. I already have an issue going to church house. And I have for a long time. And y'all know, as long as Conversations has been running, which is almost 5 years now, I have talked about my experiences with the Black church and why I stopped going and why I don't go. And that is one of the reasons why. All she had to do was come up to me and say, excuse me, ma'am, this is a closed rehearsal. We don't want any visitors here, and can you please leave? And I would have got up and left, and I wouldn't have said anything. It's not the first time I've been in a closed rehearsal, not the first time I was asked to leave one. But the way that lady talked to me that night, oh God. And then I found out she had talked to the musicians like that night. I said, yeah, I wouldn't have went back. She wouldn't have had a band for whatever it was she was hiring a band for. She wouldn't have had a band. See, I'm going to tell y'all, this is why God did not give me the ability to play an instrument, because I would have walked out of some of y'all's rehearsals, some of y'all church services. My brother, shout out to my brother, Danni. Danni was playing one Sunday and the preacher started banging on the organ, telling him like, come on, get it together, get it. Danni is patient. And Danni sat there through that. And it was humiliating. Okay? I would have got my stuff, closed the organ off, cut it off, and been on my way. Angela, that's who it was. Now, see, the fact that somebody know who I'm talking about says a lot about this person's attitude. Serious? Y'all know who I'm talking about. So I right when I said testimony, and I was right when I said minister of music. And somebody need to tell Sister Angela to get her attitude together, okay? Because baby, she don't know. I could have been over there joining the church and singing in the choir. She don't know. But baby, they ain't gotta worry about me coming to their church.
Okay, so Auntie, you went over there off of Slauson and Western.
Yes, sir. That's where I was.
Oh God, that testimonial. Wow.
Let me tell y'all something.
And that's what's wrong with I'm sorry, that's what's wrong with certain Black churches now, is that we're not being greeted properly. You're coming in with a stank attitude. I'm gonna be honest with you, to that person. I get you were having a bad day. Hey, you just didn't want to be there. But be integral with who you talk about or talk to. For one, talking to us musicians, don't get us wrong. If we don't need the gig, we gonna leave. Oh, we don't need to come back. We got somebody where else we can play at. We gonna jump right off and be like, hey, y'all can go find another bass player. Y'all can go find another drummer. Y'all can go find another keyboard, organ. Y'all go find another guitar player, because I won't deal with that.
And the thing is, character is everything in the kingdom of God, and that is absolutely true. Character is everything.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all something. I walk, and I tell people this all the time. I walk a fine line every day. I mean, a fine line. I actually said Sunday I'm going to get rebaptized, because that's how fine of a line I'm walking right now. And if y'all know, y'all know that. So the church, the last thing I want to be greeted with is your stanky attitude. And I'm going to tell you something, and I tell church people this all the time. Church gets a lot of slack because I go to church and get greeted with a nasty attitude, but when I go to the club, I get greeted with hugs and appreciation. And that is not the way that's supposed to go. I tell
Absolutely.
people right now, this is why I stepped away from being minister of music in the church, because y'all gave me a hard time. And I literally, when I stepped down, I told the people when I stepped down, I said, it's sad because y'all give me a hard time at church, and I don't get this hard time when I go to the club. And y'all make it hard for me to want to be here. When you're the minister of music at a church, it's bad enough you got to deal with the singers and the musicians, everything that come with it, and then to have to deal with other people's nasty attitudes and giving you a hard time, and you trying to do your work for the Lord. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot.
It
It's
is.
a lot.
It is, and what makes it hard is I'm gonna say it's not
And
the leadership, auntie, that makes you want to walk away. It's just the people of God. It's just the people that's in the church that makes you want to be like, yeah, my head is not wrapped too tight, and you just talk to me like this, and I'm finna go ahead and be like, you know what? I don't even want to come here no more.
sometimes it's the leadership. Sometimes I've left a couple churches because of
Sometimes,
the leadership. Um,
well,
I'm gonna tell you what bothers me. I
uh
don't
huh.
like leadership being disrespectful. I don't care
That's
if
at the
it's to
top of my
your
list.
musicians, your choir director, your other ministers, but the musicians seem to get it the most. What people don't understand is your church needs musicians to flow. I don't care how much you think they don't need to be there, how much you want to clap your hands, stomp your feet, play your tambourine. Y'all could bring in a washboard like this is 1955. It is not going to hit. Y'all need a drummer, a keyboard player, a bass player, a guitar player. I ain't going to go no further than your four-piece band. Y'all need that. It makes the service flow so different. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I need y'all to go watch this. Prophet, Bishop, Apostle, Varon Ash has a video. Rest in peace to him. He was one of my favorite preachers since I was a little girl. He has a video on Facebook where he is telling the preachers to stop quashing the praise for the word. And he explains how you need the praise more than you need the word. I need y'all to go watch that video. I'm not going to go in detail because I don't want to tell the story wrong, but y'all need to go and watch that video. Apostle Varon Ash. Like, I've shared it a few times. I've seen some other musicians share it as well, but he talks about that praise. And a lot of churches want to preach. They want to stop you from praising so you can preach. I'm gonna tell you what I witnessed growing up, and this is why I wish people would stop with the musicians. People don't realize you get your breakthrough in your praise. Your breakthrough don't come from the word. I know y'all want it to be like that, but the breakthrough don't come from the word. It comes from your praise. And what a lot of people don't realize as well is that musicians have a calling of their own. Their instrument is a calling. It's not just something they
Absolutely.
pick up, and it's a calling.
Absolutely.
And a lot of musicians get their breakthrough in they through their instrument. So this is why I don't like to see this of musicians. Um, I'm gonna add in the musicians' creativity that we don't talk about. The Bible speaks of creativity. And a lot of people don't
Yes, it
acknowledge that.
does.
They don't embrace that. They don't talk about how much the Bible speaks on psalmists and the musicians and the different forms of praise, the different instruments. These things are needed. They are needed.
Absolutely.
How many
Absolutely.
people get in the car and hear a song and they automatically, you can
Lifting their
drive down the
hands.
street and you see people throwing their hands up and praising. I used to love on Sundays when I used to leave church and people would be in the car after church listening to KJLH on the street. I used to love to see people listening to KJLH after church. They used to be a thing for me to
Yes.
see who was listening to KJLH out of church because I wanted to see them praising on the street because I knew it was going to be somebody throwing their hand up or singing a song or clapping hands. Like the music is a gift. And I just don't feel like enough people in the church embrace that. And it's a lot of musicians out here that actually do go to church for a word. And unfortunately, they might have to church hop a couple times before they get it. Unfortunately.
Which is it's unfortunate and it's sad. I'm not gonna lie, but we have to have an understanding of that. Like as musicians, some of the leadership that we, I'm not saying for most of the musicians, some of the leadership that some of the musicians that I know, they be like, yeah, the music, we make it good here, but the teaching is, it's not all that. Well, why are you still there? Because in all honesty, if I the other churches that I've been to, I've been church hurt.
And I can
I've been
see that
taught, I've
too.
been dogged. Yeah,
That's a subject that I cover over and over on this show. We talk about church hurt a lot here. That's something I'm gonna beat over it until they understand what it is and how it occurs and how we can stop it. Brandon Forte, thank you for watching, sir. Don't compromise treatment over a check. I agree. I totally agree. The doorkeeper is the one who is set the atmosphere for you to get into the presence of God. I agree. It is. It is. It is like crucial to know who you have at your door when
absolutely,
you come into the house of God. It is worship is what
uh,
sets the stage for the people to receive what God is doing. Amen.
which means your front line praise and worship team have to be integral with what they sing and what they do, not just inside the house of God, but the outside of their life as well. Which means
As well.
we can't come on Wednesdays and Thursdays when we're rehearsing, smelling like Hennessy, weed, and everything else, and on Sunday morning we're still smelling like that. Doesn't work that way. That goes for us musicians too. I'm sorry. That it's in. I'm sorry.
So
It's
now
in the
we're
Bible
going to
to
talk
me.
about integrity. Are we talking about integrity now? Are we? Or is that what we're talking
Absolutely.
about? Let's talk about it
Absolutely.
then. Let's talk about it because nothing's off limits on the couch. Let's talk about it. Okay. Listen.
I'm just saying. It's no
Um,
way I can, and some musicians, I don't know why y'all do it, but it's no way I can come into the house of God and not have integrity for Him. But I'm high as a kite. I'm drinking. I'm doing all of that. There's no way. And I'm
okay. Now
seeking.
let me
There's
tell you
no
something.
way.
This is my issue with all of that. Okay. So let's just get to it.
Go for it.
Y'all know me. Y'all know I smoke. I'm very open about being a smoker. I've been smoking. My son is about to be 30, so I've been smoking for 29 years. Okay. In 29 years of me smoking, I have went to church high, coming down from a high, just finished getting high. I have done it. I have left the club and came to church. I have done it all. Okay. Because let me tell y'all something, over the 48 years almost of my life, It was nothing that was going to stop me from going to church. So I have been there under every circumstance of every intoxication. Okay. And let me tell y'all something. In my 20 years of smoking, there have been a couple times when I walked in church a little too fast and somebody pulled me to the side at the back door and be like, hey, go on back out. Go on back out. But I was young. Now, as I got older and I started really knowing better, you're not going to catch me in church stinking, smelling no type of way, smelling like I just left the club. You're not gonna catch me like that. Even if that's what you're doing, you should not be smelling like it. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all know how bad it smells when you around a whole bunch of people that are not smoking and drinking, and you come in smelling like smoking and drinking. It smells 10 times worse than it does when you around everybody else. So you are standing out like, and I'm going to just be real, okay? Y'all could be mad at me if y'all want to. I'm not saying no names. I am literally going to say it exactly like this. I need my quartet singers to do better. All right. Y'all going to be mad at me. Somebody not going to be talking to me tomorrow. And it's okay. But I need my quartet singers and my quartet musicians to do better. I have been to several mini quartet programs and hugged on y'all, and y'all smell like y'all stopped by the barnyard on the way to the gig, okay? I need y'all not to come in the gig smelling like that. Keep the barnyard for Sunday night, okay? Not the in between the services. I'm not talking about nobody specific. I'm just saying, there's been a lot of y'all that I've hugged at the church house, on the gig, and y'all smell like y'all just put the bottle down 5 minutes before we hug. I need y'all to get it together. And then, let me tell y'all what my issue is with that. Because then y'all want to get up after y'all done got faded and sing for 25 minutes about the Holy Ghost. You can't tell me about the Holy Ghost right now. I need you to sober up. Y'all will get up there and sing for 25 minutes screaming, talking about the Holy Ghost. I need y'all to get it together. Come in sober so you know how long you singing. Then tell me about the Holy Ghost.
Sheesh.
This is what we here for. Okay?
Absolutely.
Like, if y'all new to this show, this is what I do. This is why a lot of people don't talk to me. And it is okay. I keep it real. This is why Couch Conversations was created. For me to speak my mind and have conversations that don't nobody want to have. Like, we gotta stop this, okay?
Seriously.
I do not get up singing about the Lord. This is why I'm no longer minister of music as well. I don't get up singing about the Lord, and then I'm smelling like tequila. I'm sorry, we can't.
It don't mix.
I'm very open about what I do. I'm very open about who I am. Y'all know I'm a cast member at the drag show. Okay? Just like I don't go to church drunk, I don't go to the drag drunk. I need y'all to know we got to get it together. Because I be seeing some of y'all that do more at the church than y'all do at home.
Ooh.
I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, Auntie. These comics got me rolling. Yo, comments. But it's the honest truth. Like
a
literally.
pig, the liquor coming out your pores. Exactly. That's because they up there, and I'm not trying to be funny. Y'all know a quartet singer lock in their drive, and then they get to going, and that sweat get to pouring, and they've been drinking. Woo! And I'm not saying they the only ones. I think
they're not
just
the only ones.
Because some of y'all choirs is like right there with them. Okay? I need y'all to get y'all choirs and y'all musicians together. Y'all choir musicians showing up to the gig, making y'all choir smell like the bar from the night before. Some of y'all tenors, a couple of y'all altos, one or two of y'all sopranos is alcoholics and y'all not admitting it. Okay? And I need y'all to start helping y'all friends take accountability for the stuff that be going on. Y'all know that's why I don't have no friends either, because I'm big on accountability.
Well, but that's true, Auntie.
I'm the friend
I'm
that's
not mad
gonna
at
hold
you.
you accountable.
Yeah.
I judge. Now let me just put this. I don't judge. I don't care what you do. But when it starts
Right.
to affect other people, I'm going to hold you accountable.
With the
And
liquor in them little red cups, Jesus.
see that comment?
Lord, Lord,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
oh my
Okay.
gosh. Woo!
I need y'all
But
to
it's
really get it together. And I'm gonna tell you what else is bad. Because see, I be
uh-huh.
everywhere. Y'all know I be everywhere. I'm gonna tell you what else is bad. Y'all be coming to taste the soul, knowing y'all gotta sing on the gospel stage. And y'all will walk around and have twisted teas and hard lemonades and all this stuff before y'all get to the gospel stage to sing. I'm gonna need y'all to stop doing that. Because the gospel stage has very, very good sound. And if you're standing on the outside listening, you hear everything. I need y'all to know this, okay? So we hear your bad notes. We hear the bad notes in your choir. We hear the bad notes in your band. Y'all band members be back there sweating, because if you've been to Taste the Soul, you know it be hot. Band members be sweating. The liquor be coming out their pores. Y'all need to have y'all missions, y'all choirs, y'all groups. Y'all need to have them together for public appearances all the way around. Public appearances. We're not even going to talk about just church.
Absolutely.
Public appearances.
Appearances.
It is a tacky, tacky look. And I'm going to say
Well,
this.
that is uh-huh.
Some of y'all need to do quote unquote background checks on who y'all got singing and playing for y'all. Okay? I need y'all to know that. Some of these people are pedophiles. Okay? Some of these people have SA people. Some of these people are just not dependable.
Sheesh.
Some of these people
Well,
do drugs and y'all acting like y'all don't know. Y'all need to start holding y'all friends accountable. Okay? Y'all need to start doing background checks on people, because y'all hiring musicians and just hiring them to come play for your church, to come play for your choir, your group, to be in your band, and y'all don't know what these people doing in their free time. And I need y'all to be aware of who y'all bringing into y'all churches. Y'all know last season I did the taboo church conversations,
uh-huh.
and one of the big things I talked about was mind and ministry, and we talked about mental health and what goes on behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
Y'all need to be
Absolutely.
aware of who you have in the presence of your congregation with children in them. I need y'all to be aware. I have
Absolutely.
literally sat back, and I don't want nobody to take this personal, because it's not who everybody's going to think that I'm talking about. I have literally sat back, been the member of a church, so I want y'all to be very specific on what I'm saying. Be the member of a church and have a whole SA controversy going on, and they covered it up until it was over. And then I had somebody come to me 30 years later to tell me about they have of this person at church. And I had to explain to them about this controversy that they were a part of as a child, that they were having dreams of, but not recollection of. And I had to explain to them that this person at the church, and it was being covered up.
Oh, sheesh. My God. Yeah.
I have pedophiles say out of their mouth, you can tell on me if you want to. They're not going to do anything because they owe me money. The church is in debt to me, and they know I'll call their debt. So you can tell if you want to, but they're not going to do anything. I need y'all to run background checks on who y'all got in y'all, okay? All right. Some of these people are listed pedophiles. Y'all just ain't ran their name to find out. Because 99% of pedophiles that have been convicted are on a registry. It's not hard to put somebody's name through Google.
Absolutely.
Just
It's
like
not.
y'all want to embarrass these musicians that do absolutely nothing. They show up on Sunday, they go to rehearsal, they do all of these things that you ask them to do for them to get their check. And then y'all come in on Sunday and embarrass them. Just like y'all do that on Sunday, y'all need to use Monday through Saturday to run background checks on the deacon that y'all just hired, whoever y'all got over the
Mm-hmm.
kids ministry, a couple
Mm-hmm.
of y'all choir directors. Y'all be
Mm-hmm.
worried about the wrong stuff in church sometimes.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I
Because
didn't went all the way left from the subject.
by all means, I'm just gonna be honest. It it's time out. Like to be honest, it needed to happen. It really did because it's time out for the stupidity that's going on in the church. We so more focused on the musicians, but if a choir member that's over here trying to figure out why the alto and the soprano fighting over the tenor and the tenor over there with the musician, what we talking about?
Listen,
But then
listen.
finding out that the tenor over there messing with the musician messing with the pastor. It's time out for the stupidity.
Okay, so let me tell y'all, a lot of these pastors, y'all run a background check on your pastor. I'm just your pastor. Run your pastor name through Google. Run a background check on a background check is $3. Run a background check on your pastor. Some of these pastors be having their own situations that they not talking about. And I don't okay, so let me tell y'all the disconnect is. Because we gonna just put it out here where the disconnect is. The church and the world don't know each other. They need to meet and shake hands. They don't need to be of each other because the church don't need to be of the world, vice versa. The world do need to be of the church, but the church don't need to be of the world. But they need to shake hands. The disconnect, church don't know what's going on in the real world. People come to church and say, "Hey, I've been called by the Lord, and I want to become a minister under your leadership." And nobody ever says, "What's your name? Let me run a background check." Nobody ever does that. Nobody ever says, "Where you from? Where was your last church at?" Nobody ever does that. Now I'm gonna tell you something about my grandmama's church. And a lot of people don't
Mm-hmm.
like this. And this is one thing I do respect about it. When you go to my grandmama church and you tell them, "Hey, I was a member over here and I was a bishop or I was a reverend and I was doing this and that and the third over here and I want to come now be a part of your church." You have to bring a letter from your last church. They want to know if you was in good standing at your last church to come
That's
over
old
here and
school
be a
right there.
reverend.
That's old
You gonna
school.
need to be in good standing over there before you come over here. Don't bring your drama over here. Keep it over there.
Absolutely.
That's one thing that I like about them.
That's
Um,
old school.
Now what
Cause
I
they
don't like about them, how they treat their musicians. Okay, I don't like how they treat their musicians. I don't know why
uh,
churches feel like you supposed to donate your time as a musician. Let me tell y'all something. You want to know? I don't make my kids donate their time. I got two bass players, two, Not one, two. I got two bass players. No, I do not make them donate their time. You want to know why? Them basses are expensive. Okay? Strings is $100.
Thank
Okay?
you. Oh my gosh.
Listen, Andrew's guitar, when he was like 17, 18, I had to have it rebuilt. This was in the early like 2010s. It cost me like $200 and something to have a couple wires and a battery put in it. No, they don't have to donate their time. Okay? No. Gas is, I put gas in the car today. I put $20 in the tank. It was 3 gallons, 3.459 gallons. Okay, because I looked. 3.459 gallons for my $20. I know Andrew had to put $20 more in that tank to get where he was going. We live in West Covina. He got to go all the way to the city. Okay? Gas is high.
Why?
It's $40 for him to go to a gig and back. No, he is not donating his time. No. Andrew went to college for music. I didn't been to recitals. I didn't have to pay for stuff for him to college. No, he is not donating his time. We gotta reap that money back. No.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
So I get upset when they start talking about musicians donating their time. That is not a thing. I'm sorry. Musicians go to college. Instruments are expensive. They require upkeep. They require getting packed in the car. Every time I got to take Andrew amp and bass out that car, I want to scream. And it is only two things, an amp and a bass. I can't imagine a drummer packing up 25, 35, 45, 55 pieces. What?
I've had to do it.
I'm going to offer you $75. What? What is that? $75 is going to get me to the gig and get me home. I ain't even going to be able to get no dinner from Louisiana because a chicken plate is $15 for 2 pieces of chicken, a side, and a biscuit.
Thank you. Because that's exactly how I'll be feeling every time I left the gig. Be like, only 75, what we doing? Oh no, we not no. I've now turned down gigs for them to say, hey, well, the only thing is it's about 150, but you got to bring your whole drum set. Sorry, can't.
Listen, okay. So for all of y'all that don't know, there is and I'm gonna give this to anybody that DMs me. I usually don't give this information away for free, but you're getting it for free today. So there is a website you can go register if you're a musician. You can go put up YouTube videos. If you're a singer, you put up videos of you singing and you put up all your information and people contact you for gigs. They go through your bio and they contact you for gigs. They tell you what the budget is and then you talk to the person and you accept the gig or not accept the gig. Okay, so I'm registered on this website. And somebody hit me the other day to come sing for an hour. And I needed to bring all the equipment and ask how much was I charging. I'm charging $350. Are you serious? I got to pack up. I have. If y'all know me, y'all know we got our own equipment around here. Are you telling me I got to go in there and pack up that PA system and drive it somewhere to use it for 1 hour and then pack it back up and drive it back? That's gas. That's packing it up. That's unpacking it and packing it back up and unpacking it again. Yeah, I'm charging you $350. And please don't ask him because he's gonna charge me another $200. Don't. That's on a good one because he's my brother.
Right.
Like, oh Lord. People understand. This is why I do not tolerate musician disrespect. Okay, I'm sorry. I raised 2 of them. And watching them go through the hours of rehearsal. And I'm going to tell you something. I want to give a shout out to all the musicians. And I'm going to tell y'all why. I don't play a damn thing, okay? Nothing. hum a tune, but I can't play nothing. I want to give a shout out to all the musicians because the fact that y'all play for 3, 4, 5 people a week and y'all can remember 20 is insane.
It is.
I have
We
sat here and watched Andrew learn set after
it's
set
nuts.
after set after set for a choir, a gig, his Sunday service, another Sunday service, another gig, a rehearsal. Are y'all serious? Y'all gotta learn. Shout out to all the musicians.
Yes.
Y'all have my utmost respect. Okay? My utmost. Because
Yes.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Let me tell y'all something about me. I've been trying for 4 months to learn the song, the one song. I'm going to say 3. For 3 months, I have been learning the one song I am singing at the block party. And I still don't know it. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray God just imprint the lyrics on my brain. I can't imagine y'all learning 20 songs, 10 songs, 5 songs in a week. Not even 5. I can't imagine. I'm learning one song and I'm still on it. And I've been on it for 3 months. I can't get the words together. And I'm a singer, y'all. Just pray for me. This is not nothing new. If you know me for real, you know I have issues with lyrics.
Yeah, to anybody that knows musicians having to do that, especially we had to do 2 services. We got a concert after the fact. Oh, and don't let us have to play for the choir or the praise team or the person that's coming up there, and we don't know what they singing. We got to know it's spot on.
Oh, and shout out to all the musicians that go to the gig and stay at the gig because didn't show up with their musicians. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real MVPs. Y'all the real all the musicians that
Absolutely.
stay, all the groups that don't bring their own musician MVPs. See, I'll be at the door taxing everybody $50. You should have brought your own musician. But shout out to y'all. Y'all the real MVPs. This is why I don't tolerate no musician disrespect tolerated over here. Okay? None. Okay?
I understand.
Shout out to all the musician wives and girlfriends that gotta hear, that gotta go to the gigs, gotta help drag their equipment in and out of the car. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the musicians' wives and girlfriends that gotta wait up until 2, 3 morning for them to come home from the gig because the people at church want to shout till 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out.
Absolutely.
Shout out to all the
Absolutely.
kids that are lacking time with their musician parent. Their parent is at the gig and rehearsal and the gig and the rehearsal and the gig and the gig and the gig and the gig and the rehearsal, and they don't have time to be at home. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the musicians that have played at a church and been disrespected and still showed up the next Sunday and didn't cuss nobody out. Shout out to y'all. Because I don't know how y'all do it. I don't. Shout out to the musicians that showed up and when they got done playing, nobody had their check. Shout out to y'all. Shout out that you didn't blow their people up. Shout out to y'all. Okay? I'm just saying, blessings to you too. Andrew said blessings from the gig. Listen, no musician disrespect tolerated over here. And when I say none, if you know me, you know I am good for collecting a musician's check. This is why nobody call me and tell me they don't get experience me collecting your check. Please don't ever have to. Listen. All the experiences that God have given me have been all led up for these last couple of years of my life. Because my very first job, I was a bill collector. Honey, let me tell you, I can collect some money. Do not play me, okay? I know how to skip trace. Do y'all know what skip tracing is? Skip tracing is when somebody goes and finds you through your family. If they can't find you, they find the nearer or two. Y'all know how bill collectors call your family, and you be, how did they get their number? I'm a
Yeah.
skip tracer. I know how to skip trace. Please do not ever tell me that you did not get paid for you. Okay, I'm coming. If y'all really want to go there, I know how to file lawsuits. Y'all see how my certificate sitting over there? I know how to file a
I
lawsuit.
seen
I,
that. I was like, "Woo,
I
Lord
collect.
Jesus."
I collect, honey. I collect. I know how to put garnishments on your wages. Listen, I will have people at Ross sending you your money out of their paycheck, honey. We are collecting. No musician
See,
disrespect over here. None tolerated.
stop,
None.
y'all stop playing with my
None
auntie.
tolerated.
Stop playing.
Listen, I'm just
Stop
saying.
playing.
I'm just saying. This is why I do what I do.
Mm-mm.
God did not give me any type of instrumental skill, and that's okay. But He gave me skills to go collect for the people that have skills. Listen,
Amen. I
amen.
love that.
I can negotiate your contracts and I can get your money. Let's go. No musician disrespect over here. And I'm really big on musicians getting their pay. I am really big on them getting what they deserve, getting what they worth. If they quote you a price, give them their money. If you hired them, I can't stand for people to hire you, and then when the gig is over, they have 10 excuses of why they ain't got your money.
Had that happen before. And I've been like, "Yep,
Listen,
I'm out of here. I'm cool."
and for those that don't know, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. I don't tell a lot of people this, but if you know me from Vegas and you know me like really, really, really personally, you know this. I do have my own security. I do have private security that I will have drive me to come collect the money. Yeah, don't play. I do have my own personal bodyguard, and he has no problem driving me anywhere to collect money. Yeah. Don't owe Andrew no money. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Don't he gonna fly in for it, okay? I'm just letting y'all know. All right. So yeah, I'm just saying no musician disrespect tolerated over here.
Absolutely.
Um, Shout out to all the musicians that will be participating in the block party. Pneumatic. If y'all have not heard the band Pneumatic, if y'all have not been to one of my 8 block parties and heard Pneumatic at like 5 of y'all come and hear Pneumatic. They are one of the coldest live bands. Andrew and his band, they are like one of the coldest live bands. And our headliner for the party is somebody that performed for who we love. So he coming back and he will be performing. Shout out to Hoff. I'm excited to have him come flow for us. Y'all, all my musicians, my singers, my creatives, because singers, y'all fall into this too. No singer disrespect be tolerated because,
Absolutely.
baby, I tell you, I can't be a singer. I'm a performer. Let me tell y'all what that means, because people be asking me what's the difference. I don't sing. You will not catch me grabbing a mic at nobody's program. I will not be leading nobody's song in the choir, okay? But when I need to, I know how to get out there and do a little shimmy and sing my song like I do for
Right.
Dragtiquity. Love to perform for Dragtiquity. So yeah, I'm not a singer because I can't even remember the lyrics, y'all. I can't. Like being a performer, if you can't remember your lyrics, you know you can lip sync. See, y'all better know. Y'all better know I'm a performer. I'm a performer. Y'all pray for me that I learn these lyrics. Pray for me. Yeah,
Definitely.
last year I sung my own song and couldn't remember the words. You wrote the song, Anime? Yeah, I wrote the song. Pray for me, okay?
Auntie,
I
what
see
we
y'all at the block party.
doing?
You know what's funny? I can't remember the lyrics to nothing I want to sing, but play something that I shouldn't even be paying attention to. I know all the words. Okay. Y'all
Oh
make sure
my
y'all
God.
tap in for the block party. Um, if y'all would like
Absolutely.
to volunteer for the block party, y'all tap in with me because I do need a couple volunteers and I'm gonna hook y'all up. I really want to thank everybody for tuning in to Couch Conversations tonight. This was an amazing topic. Thank you so much, Tarell. I apologize
Auntie,
that we couldn't get
anytime.
Unique on, but you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. It wasn't meant for Unique to be on because I kept telling Unique I want her on her own show. I need to talk to Unique about some other things. So Unique, I love you. I'm very hurt that you wasn't on the show tonight, but this proves my point that you shouldn't have been on here anyway. You need your own show. So thank you to Tarell.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Always.
I love you, nephew, and it's always good
Love
talking
you,
to you. You
Auntie.
know, we always be giggling and laughing.
I know.
Um,
Every time. Every time. I love it. You know, when we get
I
together,
thank
we ain't got no sense.
right. I thank everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all. Let's see. I do believe the winner of let me go back and look, but I do believe the winner of Cash App's games was Christina. Let me make sure. Listen, y'all gonna have to beat Christina at Cash App games. Christina be tuning in
Wow.
at 8 o'clock with her name already in the comments. Y'all gonna have to get it over. Okay?
Well,
Yeah, it
congratulations,
is. It's
Christina.
Christina. So shout out Christina. One more time, you done won, girl. Her and Candy. Her and Candy
Right.
be going at it for that money. Um, thank you to everybody that tuned in. I appreciate you so much. Steve Harvey, of you, bro. Um, Aaron Michael Peace, thank you for tuning in. Andrew, thank you for tuning in for the gig. Jason Taylor,
My
thank
bro.
you. I don't want. I know I shouted everybody out, but I wanted to just make sure. Carlicia, um, Champagne, Andre. Thank everybody for tuning in. For real, for real. I love having these conversations with y'all. And like I said last week, season 9, we gonna get into some deeper conversations. Um, we gonna have more guests on this season, and we gonna talk about some real stuff. Listen, my conversations are never ever to bash the church. They are literally only to talk about my experiences with the church. Um, everybody needs to find their own path when it comes to church. Some people will tell you that's not where they're meant to be at. Um, I'm still trying to find my way. So y'all keep me in your prayers. I've been out of church for a while, and I've been content with my decision. I drop in when I need to or when I feel like I need to. Um, thank you to the people that call me and speak into my life and keep me encouraged and give me
Absolutely.
Bible verses. Thank you to my therapist, who is a Christian based therapist. So we talk a lot about God. Um, get you a therapist, y'all. Y'all know I'm an advocate for mental health every time. No Cheyenne Bryant's allowed. Um, let's see. If y'all listening to Cheyenne Bryant, I need y'all to stop. She's not a doctor. Okay. If you missed that episode of Couch Conversation from Tuesday night, I read her down, our credentials down. She's not a doctor. Yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in to Couch Conversations. And let me just make sure I go through all my little stuff. Make sure you go subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/at the real Danni Gyrl. We are now listed under DMEG TV. You can also check out the website, divinemanagement.weebly.com. Anything you want to know about me, the website, my business, anything I got my hands in is mostly on the website. There are a few things that I don't do that are not listed as far as like my legal work and some of my business services. But anything you want to know about me or the business and what we got going on, Couch Conversations, any of my events is on the website. If you have a topic or a suggestion or you would like to be on the show, please text me at 702-56716. Do not call me. I do not answer numbers that I don't know. So I'm going to need you to text me or you just going to be going to voicemail.
Amen.
702-578-6716. You can also email me at couchconversationslive@gmail.com. Make sure to message me or follow me as well on IG at Couch Conversations Live. Next week, May 28th, 8 p.m. Pacific time, we will be back right here on Couch Conversations. I will be announcing the subject for next week, probably on Sunday. I don't have one yet. I have my messages like topic suggestions, and so we're going to go through them and see what we're going to talk about next week. But we are definitely, we will be talking about the musicians again. Some of the subjects from season 7 and 8 we will be rehashing. We will be starting the taboo church conversation series again. Y'all like that?
Absolutely.
Y'all want to go back to it? So we're gonna talk about it some more. And my closing words for y'all know I usually type them up, but I didn't even put no script out for tonight. My closing words for tonight are: I need everybody to be very aware of how we treat each other in a church spiritual space, especially the musicians. I don't care what nobody say, your church will not flow without the musicians. The musicians are really what help bring in the spirit to the church. They help bring anything to the church. Help They help a lot that goes on during the service, just a lot. Not only that, musicians have their own purpose and their own calling and their own ministry, and they have to fulfill that as well. And you have to give them that space. Musicians didn't just decide they were going to pick up an instrument and play. It was something that God gave them as a gift. And you have to allow them to open that gift and use it. They can't just sit on it. I will not tolerate any singer or musician disrespect. They are some of the most disrespected people in the church atmosphere. And I won't tolerate it. Not around me, anyway.
Absolutely.
No musicians I know, no money. Please don't pay them. Pay them their money. Okay. And I'm just saying, please don't let nobody call me and tell me that you owe them no money. I'm so sorry. Like, I love to come collect for people. I really do. That's a side of me a lot of people don't want to see. But shout out to all the musicians, all the singers, all the people who wake up daily and pick up an instrument, play it. They learning a song. I'm going to tell you, I know y'all think that musicians just play on Sunday or every, but that is not true. Musicians work music like work a job. Literally. It is practice. It is learning. It is constant shedding, constant revelation, constant feeling. Yes. So yeah, I want you to respect the musicians and their gift a little more, and allow them to use it. Whatever it is, not even just in a church space. Y'all know when I do the block party, I kind of have a space where I allow singers to come and sing, kind of like an open mic, kind of let the musicians do their thing, just out of respect. A lot of musicians just need that flow, and sometimes when you in a space like that, you will have a revelation. I know I've been at parties and people been rapping and the band been playing, and I done went home and wrote a song. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, I just say I love all the musicians. All of y'all call me auntie, even though I ain't all y'all auntie, and I love it. I love being all y'all aunties, and I love it. You know, I'm dead serious. The reason I say that is because, like, I meet people. I've met people that I've never seen in person, and they call me auntie. Like, you just have an auntie vibe. Like, you know, I like how you move with me, and I appreciate that. Shout out to all my nieces and nephews. But I love the musicians, and y'all know I have a heart for creatives. Period.
Absolutely.
For creatives. So some of these musicians, if you want to do a branding, reach out to me. I love to see musicians branding themselves. I don't mind helping. I know some of y'all don't be wanting to do certain things because you don't have the money. talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I know I be saying don't call me if you don't have a budget, but if you know me for real, like you can talk to me about certain things and I'll help you with certain things. But I would like to see more musicians branding themselves, um, and becoming a business. Um, you yourself are a brand. You yourself are a business. And if I could get more musicians to carry themselves like that, you would be amazed how your income change as well. Uh, just that little logo and that little LLC change your income a little bit. So I would like to see more musicians branding themselves. So y'all reach out to me. Y'all don't know. It's a lot of things that I do for people. Uh, just out of the kindness of my heart and the love of the music. So as much as I talk about don't call me if you don't have a budget. No, I don't call me to build no websites. Don't call me to stage. Don't call me to put your event together. You could call me for a logo. You can call me and ask me questions on the legal side of starting a business. If you have the budget, I will help you start your business. Um, Literally, if you see my flyer, I have a flyer out right now that says business startup special for $1,200. A business startup usually run about, for the complete thing that I did, it usually runs about $1,500. I was doing
Right.
a business special. Somebody come to me and they did 1,200, and I took what they had, and I literally I hooked them up. I did all their branding, the business cards, their logo. I gave them digital business cards, letterheads, email, EIN, LLC. They got everything. So y'all talk to me about what you need. I don't mind helping you, if you sincere about it. If you coming to me with a sincere heart, I do not mind helping. I just want to see all the musicians get. I want to see them all be successful. Um, and I think I really feel like that. I know these are my closing words, but I think I really feel like that because I've heard some tell me, um, and I'm not gonna say it verbatim to how they said it because how they said it was harsh, but they basically told me all musicians should have a job because eventually they'll fizzle out. Um, it's always basically they were saying it's always somebody to replace you, and I've never ever liked that. I've never liked that. It's place and
I've
space for
heard that as
everybody.
well.
You know how many
Yeah.
right now? Do you know how many tours are going on
Hmm.
right now? Every tour needs musicians,
Absolutely.
and then musicians need subs because sometimes the musician can't go to every city. Every musician have a passport. Some of them owe child support and can't leave the country. Like, I need y'all to understand. Brand yourself, get
Absolutely.
yourself together. And I feel the same way about singers. Like, it's never going to be too many singers. It's never going to be too many people to give a message. You can never have too many people telling you about God. You can never have too many people telling you certain things. So, I really want to see just people brand themselves and conduct themselves as a business. I want to see longevity from y'all. Because it's always place and space. I'm sorry. Just that musicians need to have a 9 to 5. Let me tell y'all something. This is why I do what I do for creatives, because I do believe with the right guidance and the right instruction that you can have whatever you want without a 9 to 5. You might need a 9 to 5 to finance it, but eventually you should be able to quit your 9 to 5. The way the
Absolutely.
world is set up right now, it is set up for us to make money. I just need y'all to know that sometimes you gotta accept being comfortable and not rich. Everybody want to be rich and famous. Sometimes you just need to be comfortable and in the cut. So when y'all ready to be comfortable in the cut, I can probably help you out a little bit with that, just a little bit. But yeah. Thank you to all.
Absolutely.
Hey, boss. Hey, Christopher. Y'all still tapping in, and I'm way over my time. This show should have been over 40 minutes ago. Um, Thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I appreciate y'all. I just want to see everybody be successful. That's it. Um,
Absolutely.
no disrespect tolerated over here, and I really genuinely mean that. I genuinely mean that. Um, like I said, raising two musicians, I know what it is. Um, Not only that, I've seen what their fathers then went through. I've seen, so anywhere creatives, I can support singers. Y'all let me know. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I know somebody else said this before, and I told them don't say that on my show, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I have a lot of plugs. I have ways that you can places register yourself for gigs. Um, Y'all reach out to me, like for real, for real. I have places you can register yourself for gigs, singers and musicians, for bands. I have places that I can help you get different licensing so you can. I know a lot of the musicians make music as well. A lot of y'all are producers. Some of y'all be trying to
Right.
sell y'all music. I got links for y'all. I have links for everything. I have links. Y'all reach out to me. Like, I want to support y'all, okay? So anyways, thank everybody for tuning in. I'm sorry I went way over my time, but this is a good conversation. I love everybody. I will see y'all back next week. We're gonna have another good conversation on the couch. Shout out to my sister for the Couchtations theme song. I love you, Nika. Make sure y'all pre-order y'all block party souvenirs. Make sure y'all be at the block party. Like I said, 3 tables left, 10 tickets. If you don't get a table by Saturday, you're gonna be asked out. If you don't get a ticket by the first, you're gonna be standing up. All right. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody that watched. Thank you again, nephew. Shout out to Unique.
Always, Auntie.
I love you too, Apostle Huggins. Thank you to everybody. Mr. Baserto, thank you for tuning in. I'll be trying to shout out everybody. I love y'all. Thank y'all. See y'all next week. Peace and have a divine night.